Hey there, happy Wednesday. I am not sure what I'm coloring in, which is why I have two titles in my just the two titles in my title because I've been looking at both of them. I'm trying to decide which. I'm looking at this. This is Maria Troll's Nightfall, and there's a couple um pages in here at least that have cats in them. And I was thinking I could do kitties um, coloring challenge and do those. So I'm thinking of doing this one. Or I was looking at Johanna Basford's World of Wonder. I think that's what this is. Yeah, Worlds of Wonder. And for some reason, I was looking at this page and thinking, I want to color this. Like that's unusual for me, as busy as that is. But for some reason, I was kind of feeling it as I was looking at it today. So um, I don't know which one I'm going to color in. I was looking in. I was looking in my Kirby book, the Kaleidomorphia book, trying to figure out did I want to finish something I started in there. Um, I did a little bit, and I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. I'm just going to show it just because I can. Um, I started, and I thought, well, I want to see metallic in here, and so I did this with these guys whose name I don't know because they're not on the outside. But I was thinking, I needed to use. I've been using these lately because I felt like I need to use them because I have them, um, and kind of figure out how to use them. Um, they're double tipped. They have a blunt tip, and then they have like a finer point tip. You can see on the outside, it kind of shows that. Um, and it was kind of, I don't know, kind of blotchy. It was also hard for me to see. And then I'm thinking, well, how am I gonna like outline it and put back in the detail? And I was thinking about, doing the covering the lines thing, but then like I keep thinking, how am I gonna do that? How am I gonna do that? And am I gonna use watercolors on here? Because I did prep this with the I think the Daniel Smith watercolor ground. And I don't really feel ready in the mood to experiment today. So I just kind of just did these things with the metallic, and then I put it down because it's like I don't know, nothing's coming to me. I don't know what to do with this. So um, other pages in here, I just wasn't feeling them either. So I put them down. I don't know why I'm feeling this page. I have no idea. That's kind of unlike me. But I think I'm going to do the Maria Troll page just because it's simpler. I can include it in the cat coloring challenge, and be a part of that for a little bit, and finish some pages in Maria Troll. So I looked at some pages in here too that I had started and didn't finish. Like I need to finish this one. And then I looked at I need to finish this one, which you know, I don't feel like working on that one. Do need to finish this one, which seems like that would be fairly simple, but I'm not feeling it right now either. And then this one, which I experimented actually in the corner with Prismacolors and the Gamsol, and I might have been a little heavy-handed, but that's where I discovered, oh, it evaporates, and it didn't do anything to the other side either. So I was thinking about doing this one, but then I have to do this background as well. And I think I used pan pastels, I think, on this part. So I have to do some more work on the background here. And I don't feel like doing anything but using using colored pencils, I think. I think it's the mood that I'm in. So oops, sorry. Um So yeah, so we're gonna go back to the cat. I do need to finish this page though. I have to try and remember what I started with. And I'm not sure if I really want to use Prismacolors in here, but then I look at how many Prismacolors I have and I'm like, oh, all the colors. So I think I do want to use them, but then I don't know. I may have the same issue I had with the Carlson page. I don't know. So we're just gonna like play around and see. I thought about using the polychromos. I don't know. I still might. But I have all these pretty colors out right in front of me from the Prismacolors, and it's like they're so pretty. I want to use them. So I don't know. Decisions. So we're just gonna color. Um. Something I did. Well, I can show you a couple things that I did last night. I did, or yesterday or something. I started this page, this PDF from the Autumn Mandalas book, and it was specifically because I wanted to experiment with these markers, and I like how the grapes turned out. Although I did probably more than I needed to. There's a whole lot of glare on them too. But I learned from that I didn't need to do all that. This has like 2 layers of marker, and 2 different color markers, and then which you can still see in the outline, the one marker, and then it has 2 layers of pencil, a red and a purple, red and violet in the Prismacolors, and then there's a little off-white in there. And I realized, you know what, I didn't really have to do all that. So, but I was trying to figure out how to get that look of a grape using the acrylic markers like I would when I would do oil painting. So um, I love this little squash, and I couldn't get this one to look as cute as that one. And I think that's when I just kind of was like, I kind of gave up. Um, but yeah, so I experimented with it. I didn't know what, I don't even know. I don't know what half these things in here are. So to like trying to make them up when I don't know what they are was kind of difficult. And I think I just kind of lost steam with it. But I imagine that this was maybe like a papaya that was sliced in half, and so I tried to make it look like a papaya with the markers. That was kind of hard, difficult, but yeah, that's one thing I was working on. I'm not going to show the other thing because it's really ugly. Well, yeah, I should show it. I'm trying to rehab this page or something, and so I use the markers again to try and redo the colors in here. I don't know what's going on with this, but I should just print out another one and start over. There's one more thing. Billy Black's book. Oh, not that. That's not it. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. It's closer to me than I thought. I did some coloring in here, and I almost went further. Well, on this page, I used the acrylic markers that I just showed you to, I don't know, kind of make road underneath. And I also use like the metallic. I don't know if that looks better or worse. I feel like I need to align it more or something. And it's interesting how I can see, it looks like spots are missing, and I can see that on the screen, but I can't see that when I look at it myself, which I find is kind of odd. But oh, now I see it when I flip it like that. Okay, so I have to go back over it. But trying to kind of, I don't know. I'm playing with these to try and figure out how they work, how to use them. Um, um, then I did this one, which is just fun, just to like, just color. So I did that one. It's amazing though how many of these leaves there are that I had to like color. It's like, oh my gosh, you're not finished yet. And again, I used that acrylic marker to do the bow and the trim on the door. it's really like a challenge to try and be neat with those acrylic markers. You notice where I go over the line and miss spots and stuff. Yeah, so I'm trying to learn how to do that with these. So that's other stuff I've been doing since I was on the last time. And yeah, I'm gonna color Kitty. It's kind of interesting. My story of my cat that I had and the butterfly he brought me, that kind of made me think of that. It's like, oh yeah, that's like him. So, I don't know, what color is this? I don't know why it's hard for me to tell what some of these colors are um in the Prismacolors. Like I'm trying to see, is this orange or is it pink? I don't know. It's almost like it's both, but I think I'm gonna layer. So, and I went kind of dark there. Oops. Let's see if I can move this better. There we go. So just gonna color. Relax for my day. Wasn't too bad today. It was pretty good actually. I got to fight with the printer a little bit. The printer at work. We have a new one. It was okay until the last job that I tried to do that was smaller actually. Um, I don't know. It suddenly switched paper size, and I was like, huh? That's not what I was doing. That's not what I wanted, and I don't know why it switched. I checked the drawers, and no, they all had paper in them. Actually, the one it printed out on, there was less of that than the other paper, the one that I wanted. It was weird. Still trying to figure that thing out. We'll see how the kitty turns out in Prismas. I think I'm safe as long as I don't use that indolone, whatever it's called, blue. The blue that begins with the I. This actually looks like it could be more like the color of the ears, but oh well. I'm being sloppy too. So I'm just going to do the ears while we're at it. Really warm today, which is kind of weird. It's like it had gone down to like 38 degrees at night over the past few days, and then last night it only went down to 60 something, and today it was like 76. So kind of weird for October. Trying to keep my hair from flipping out because it doesn't like the change in the weather. It always acts strange. My hair usually sheds in the fall, and this weather, I think, is going to kind of screw that up. Like, it's not going to know what it's doing. But I actually used that cocoa butter mix that I made. I actually used it on my hair. And I actually think it's going to help with stave off any craziness with the weather changing back and forth. I don't use a lot. I just like palm it in my hands, like this. And then I palm it over my hair, like hold my hair between my hands with the butter on it and like smooth it down to the ends, definitely to the ends. And I don't really start at the root because I don't really need the butter, on my roots. Just the strands. And the new hair is pretty much, new hair, the part that's closer to your scalp, it pretty much has what it needs. It's taking care of itself because it's new. But the rest of it is older hair. So that's the part I make sure I get. In particular, the ends. So kind of helps to, I don't know, protect it, seal in moisture, help it not get dried out. Then if I rinse my hair in the shower in the morning when I, get up, it kind of smooths over my hair. Or it kind of, I don't know, it kind of helps even more to seal it because I'll smooth that in, the water in, squeeze water into it, and then it kind of gives it both some strength and um, some strength and some shine and some moisture, and helps seal in more moisture. So my hair was actually happy today. It feels good now, so that looks like that might be my program while this weather is switching back and forth. I don't know why I'm making this cat pink. And I guess we're doing that since we did that one. I'm going to make them orange, really, I think. Oh. This one is something kind of low-key to color. Hey, Foxy. I did it. Because I don't even know when I come on. I'm just really like, if ever like it's like, oh, I'm sick of working on work, or I'm sick of doing this, and so I just tell myself, you need a break, and then I just come on and start coloring. As long as I know, I try to check and see if anybody else is on, and then I don't. But still trying to get all that together because J. Carey helped me last night with giving me all the hashtags, or the ads and hashtags for the challenges. So I have that, which I'm thankful to Carey for. So I can get that together, be a little more together with that. Just to give people their props. I like to give people their props and get people to their channels. So, okay, Orange Kitty. Yep, me too. When I learned that water is the moisturizer, that totally, like, I saw my hair do things that is like, what? It can do that? All my life I've been living, I didn't know my hair could do this, and it's doing this. I was like, what? I don't know what I'm doing. This poor cat. What color am I making? I've had tons of them. I should know what they look like, but knowing what they look like and coloring them is two different things. uh, yeah, that totally changed my game. So I switch between wearing wash and goes and twist outs. My hair looks weird if I do a braid out. It just looks weird, strange. Um, but and I switch back and forth so it doesn't get. It's like if I do too much of one, my hair it starts making. I don't know. I don't want to say. I guess damaging my hair or something. My hair just gets sick of it. It's just too much. So I switch back and forth. Um, Especially like when it depends on like the moisture, how much humidity and whatever is in the air too, and it tends to be kind of dry up here. So what I might be able to get away with down south, I can't do that up here. So, and then there's this time of year where my hair just sheds. It sheds. And so I have to do things to make sure that the shed hair is coming out, and I cannot use a brush, and I have to use a comb very sparingly and very thoughtfully. Most of the time, it's only on the ends when I'm underwater, but most of the time, I use my fingers and hands. Then with the addition of like the gray hairs, it's like, oh boy, they're like almost like a totally different texture. So, and they tend to be more brittle, and so I really have to. That's another reason now I really don't. No brushes and comb sparingly, and only when I'm underwater. Have my hair underwater. Hey, TaylorMade. I swear, I've been missing having a cat so much. It's awful. I, you know, and I keep thinking, you gotta get over that. Oh, I do. I miss having cats. I don't miss vet bills. I don't miss that. And I don't miss finding somebody to watch them if we go away. Well, we haven't been going anywhere lately, but once you get a cat, it's kind of like, I don't know. I got to get used to. If I could figure out, like, how to travel with a cat without doing some things that people do, like they drug them and all this other kind of stuff, it's like, no, I need a cat that knows how to travel if need be. I had one cat that new color grays in the front. I don't know what that means. Oh, grays. Oh, in your hair, you mean? I bought some of that as I am that what is it? That silver what is it? Some kind of silver paste or whatever that's supposed to um be like temporary color, cuz I thought, well, what if I use that as like you use a gel or hair butter or whatever in certain places to kind of accent the gray or whatever and make it shiny. Girl, my grays look better than that. Way better than that. I was really disappointed, or I haven't figured something out. And then I'm thinking, it seemed like it was going to rub off. And then also, I put product on my hair when it's soaking wet. That's the best way that it works for me. And you're supposed to put that on when it's dry, but it's really kind of stiff. So I'm like, I don't know, it didn't work for me. So I got a whole jar of it and a tube of it, I think, too, because they said I could get one for free or something like that. I don't know what to do with it. I guess I'll figure it out. Because I still have spots. I have areas where even like the back of my hair, there's a lot of my original hair color back there, and I don't really like my original color because it's kind of this weird kind of mousy brown black. Not even black. It's like this mousy looking brown, kind of dirty dishwater brown, kind of dark dirty dishwater brown, and yeah, I just kind of like I want gone. Just go gray and white already, because so that's one reason I bought that as I am stuff, but it won't work, or I haven't figured it out yet. Kitty look pink. I guess that's okay. I'll have to be. I'm done. That's probably too dark. And see, I keep mistaking the oranges and pinks for each other, the lighter ones, and then I keep mistaking the browns and the the browns and the purples with each other. For some reason, the barrels look really close to me, and I don't know if it's me or if it's them or a combination of both. I keep thinking, why is that the only pencil set I have a problem with that with? I have a problem with other pencil sets in that. So it must be them. It's them. Yeah, I wanted some chill coloring today. Just chill. Ah, okay. So or do you use it like your natural color or you use gray? I used to use henna. I used to use a combination of henna and indigo. I loved that. That made my hair black. Loved that and made it shiny. Oh my gosh. But then after a while, it's like the henna almost like it changes the texture of your hair and kind of makes it I don't know. The ends of my hair were getting, it's like they had gotten too much of it because after putting it on my hair for so many times, because you have to put it on like a kind of like a hair mask, you have to like pack it on there, and so and wrap it around your head, and so there's no way for any of it not to get on the rest of your hair. And so the ends of my hair were getting a little kind of, I don't know, straggly, stringy kind of, which was weird. um and that looked to me like the bonds breaking down in my hair. So i I waited until I got enough gray and white for it to look, I don't know, for it to really stand out or whatever. And then I stopped doing henna and indigo because I really want like all silver and white hair, to be honest. I want it to be long, and I want to have curls that are, or coils, that are silver and white. Like I don't know if anybody knows who this is, but Anthea Butler. I want my hair to look like hers. I love her hair. She's like a professor at Penn State, I think. Love her hair. And then like when I do a twist out, there's like the front of my hair, the way it looks, it has like, it's wavy, and then it's like white with gray, and it looks really cool. I want my entire head to be like that. I also want it to be long so I can just wear long twists and just wrap them around my head. That's my hair goal. I want long hair so I can just like twist them up, and I can either wear them down or I can wrap them up around my head or roll them up in a ball or whatever. But I had somebody say to me, a young person say to me one time, when I had my hair was in a twist out, and she said, "Is that your real hair?" I just kind of looked at her. I said, "Yeah, I'm old. It is. It's definitely my real hair. It's real." She goes, "Oh wow." She goes, "I thought you colored it to be like that." I said, "No, I'm old. It's real. Thank you." That was nice. think some of the kids I work with, for somebody your age, you're like my grandmother's age, and like you sure are goofy. And you play video games, and you know all these things about all this stuff that like my grandmother doesn't know that stuff. It's like, well, I'm just weird. That's all. Always have been. I am shading this. I don't even know. I'm just doing it. It just, I don't know what it is. It just happens. It just happens. And I'm wondering, do I like this color? It's interesting because this really is kind of the color of one of the cats we had. He was like this weird kind of beige color. And I've never seen a cat that color before. And he was kind of a long hair cat. And he was I think he was a Manx or Maine Coon mix of some kind because he really had the or what do you call it, Norwegian whatever. He had that kind of hair somewhat, except it wasn't as thick. But dang, he could get mats, and I don't even know how he could get mats. That was annoying. I had to brush him all the time. A fun older person. Yeah, I guess I am. Tell him I want to go out to club and dance on the tables. You kidding me? It's like I hear music. I gotta move. I can't sit still. I gotta move. And I like making noise. It's like I've been missing lately being in a band. It's like I want to make noise. I really miss making noise. I think, I don't know. Are we done with kitty cat? We don't want to overdo ya. We don't want to overdo ya. There's always that point where you go like, uh-oh, I done gone too far. I don't want that point. I might be getting there. Like, why am I doing this? I don't even know why. What's it going to do to his eyes? Hmm. You're trying to make him look like he's tired. I'm trying to remember what cat's eyes look like. Their eyes are like kind of the green. Is this going to be the right green, or am I going to mess this up if I do this, or what? Should I make it yellow or green? I also miss having a dog too, to be honest. I don't know what kind of dog I would want if I've got. I see. I like big dogs, so I'm a big dog person. Big dogs are a lot of work. It's like I don't know all the things I want. Okay, I don't know what color bow we want to put on him. Oh, let's do his nose. Let's do his nose. Yeah, this cat we had, he had like his nose was like mauve, and he had freckles on it. He had freckles on his nose. Okay, cutie. I'll do your ears later. What do we want to do next? Did I need this? I don't know. Let me do the flowers first. I don't know why I can't get this like right. Put all the pencils on my desk. It's just ridiculous. Da, da, da. Let's see. I need to put some of these pencils away. That's what I really need to do. But not today. So I'm looking at all these freaking lilacs in this case. Are they the same? Because I bought 10 million of them. Because it's like, no, I can't be out of lavender. What's that? Amethyst, lilac. Nope, different. I know I bought some though, because I was freaking out. Amethyst. And this is lavender. Don't look like lavender really. I guess we're going lavender. This is what I'm going to do. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. That laid down a lot of color. That's kind of scary. That reminds me of that blue. I'm going to have to like... maybe I should use a hard pencil over this first or something. Maybe I'll look at the polychromos and because I don't think the Derwent has a really nice lavender or purple. That scared me, the way that laid down that color. It's like, uh-oh. I'm going to have a nightmare. I did look up what these flowers are, but now I forgot already what they are. There's some kind of lily. I don't know if it's a true lily or just they call it that. There's some kind of lily, and I can't see the word. I need another pencil before this turns into... Dun, dun, dun. I wonder... Let's see. Color I can mix with it. Maybe... Oh, thank you. Probably because I just loved color all my life, because I don't think about it too much. I just do it. I've always loved color like that. I always wanted to paint, but never got to until I was, much older. And I initially, when I was in high school, I was in a fashion design program, and I was going to go just to FIT for fashion design, but then I didn't for several reasons. And I would have gone into textiles if I, like making textiles and patterns and things, if I had known that was an actual thing that I could have done, because then I could make patterns of color. I love jacquard fabric. Oh my gosh, love it. And brocades. Yeah, I'm hoping this will mitigate the way Prismacolors, some of them can go a little bit crazy. And these are Spectrum Noir color blend. Aw, Taylor Made wants a doggy too. No, I did not get the new Johanna Basford coloring book, but I saw some videos are out on it. But yeah, I didn't get it because I have Rooms of Wonder that I never have even colored in yet, and I call it, I think it was Mary. What's her name? Mary's Life channel. And she colors, and she was coloring in a video the other day with that the Rooms of Wonder, and what she called it, rooms. She called it Rooms of Confusion. I thought that was hilarious because I call it rooms of what do they call it? Rooms of Disappointment is what I call it. Sorry, Johanna, but because there aren't enough rooms in it. I was hoping to have a coloring book with lots of rooms because I have this fascination with rooms, and when I had to stop oil painting because of the supposed ongoing construction in our house, um, I was starting to paint rooms, do paintings of rooms. And I was feeling that, and I just was embarking on that. And then all of a sudden, my husband wanted to tear up that room or the room next to that room. And it's like, well, I can't oil paint because I'm going to get drywall and dust and everything all over everything I work on. And why did I say any of that? I don't even remember. Oh, Johanna Basford. Yeah. So I still got to work on Rooms of Disappointment first. I'm sorry, that's not nice. Plus, I got all those. There were a bunch of her books that I got from thriftbooks.com. I got them used or whatever, previously owned, and I have those too. So I'm kind of like, unless there's something extremely compelling, I don't. Yeah, I probably won't buy that one. And I'm waiting on that Kirby book that is supposed to come out in March, but because the theme of it, I was like, ooh, okay, I think I like that. So I hope that's not a disappointment. But I have that coming, and so we'll see. Gonna try and lay low with the coloring books because I sure bought a whole lot of them over the past, like, what, 3, 4 months. I don't know what came over me. Okay, now these pencils seem to like this book. It's like I don't want to go back to the Prismacolor because these are kind of working nice in here. It's not a lot of colors, but kind of going down nice. Yeah, my life is a whole bunch of being blocked from doing what was in me to do. It's been like consistent, and I know it's not. I know it's actually spiritual. I know that now. It took a long time for me to recognize and realize it, and it's not. It's like my time is coming, and there's a purpose for that time, and being blocked has allowed me to cultivate the fruit of the spirit, I guess you'd say, and learning to hear from the Lord and learning a lot of stuff, a lot that I probably would not have otherwise. And so that's, when it's time, it's time. And I will walk through the door. No sooner, no later. Yeah, he looks overwhelming to me too. That's why I didn't do anything in that today. I was like, Um, yeah, that ocean book is one that I got from thriftbooks.com. Actually, that's what this page came from. I just had to put in the bubbles in here. But yeah, I like that ocean book. But I'm also glad that I bought those books like used because I wasn't sure about them and whether, I'd want to color her style or not. And so Too bad you can't really. I can't. I don't know that there's any Kirby books that really are out there used because I would have done that before getting a real one, and they are. I have to find a way to approach them. It's just like the page that I thought I was thinking about coloring today, and I was like, nah, I can't do that. Um, because it's like you have to find a way to approach them because they're just they can be overwhelming, and I notice that people who color in them, they do have some kind of approach to the page. um That's why I did that one blue page. When I did that, I did a page I didn't like and tried something new. And like that's one reason why I like those challenges is because they push you to try something new. Um, and yeah, so that out of that, I found another way to approach a Kirby page. Just do it all one color and see what happens. And I'm learning stuff from that page. Um, Something else that I did. Um, that one page in I can't even remember what book that has that Tyrannosaurus Rex. I learned some things from that page, and I learned about that with Kirby books, like some of them, if you block out color in them, block out sections of color with a alcohol marker or a water based marker, and then like block out sections and color it that way. That made it just blocking out those colors made it less overwhelming for me. Now figuring out how you want to block out the colors, that one I don't know. I haven't totally figured it out yet, but let me see if I have one here that I can show. Where did I put them by? Oh. Yeah, I'm still afraid of Kirby, so don't make no mistake. Like I said, that snake page was the first page that I did that I felt like, wow, I did the thing. I can say that to myself because that's the first time I've ever done anything like that, and I feel like, yeah, I did that. Well, this is the Tyrannosaurus page, and I went crazy on that thing because I was like, what the heck is that? And I did the weirdest thing, and I did it on a live. I was with a Views of You, and I don't know, I just started going ham on it. And I think I was using an alcohol marker because it bled through to the other side. Yeah. But I just went crazy. It's like, I don't know what to do with this. And it's just like, and yeah. And I think, did I start blocking color? I don't think, I kind of think I started blocking color on his head, blocking out color there or something. I'm going to have to go back and look at a video and see if I have a video of it. But and I still have to finish this page, as you can see. So it's overwhelming. It really is overwhelming. I have to put them down and come back. I messed up that page. Okay, here we go. This one. This is the first time it's like, oh. So I blocked out the color with markers, and it did bleed through to the other side. But that's why I made him pink. I used what it bled through to the other side to um, make it work. But I used pink and this orangey color, like pale or whatever, and then I went over with pencil to try and, I don't know, just having those colors blocked out on certain things made it less overwhelming for me because it kind of sectioned it off. I mean, and that might not be the greatest page, and I'm not really finished with this one either, but now that I look at it, it's not really finished, but it gave me a way to go with it. Is this guy, isn't he cute? He's so freaking cute. Oh, he does those little gator things or whatever. They're so cute. There's another one I did like that. That I started off one way and finished another. Okay, there's this one, and like there is the other side. This was so freaking tedious. This is why this is not finished either. It's like I used all purples. I had metallic purples, regular purples. I took every purple I had from every pencil set I had at the time, and I was getting so sick of it. And the effect I like, but working on it is not. Sometimes it's not fun. So yeah, it's I don't know. That's why I was like, I don't know how people finish a page. I don't know how they finish a page in him because okay, this is one where I really blocked out color. And I just went and says, I'm going to follow the line because these heads are so big. It's like, what the heck are you supposed to do with it? So I just took it and I was like, well, I'm going to take the color, start from his head, and go all the way through. And so that's what I did. And I made it like follow like a, ripple or whatever through and colored, you know, the objects according to that. And oops. I'm almost finished with this page. Almost. I can't really show that too well. Why can't I? Because like that. I still have to do the background but all the objects in here except for Birdie here, I did. And the stars. I gotta do those too. Exactly. It's supposed to be fun. So when it's not fun, I stop. But then I also sometimes I feel like a page is a challenge. Like I really want to, or I want to learn something. I want to stretch myself and learn something, and I might fail at it or I might succeed. And I did really learn something from this, and I did have fun, like coloring, doing all the shading on these little things. But a lot of times doing that, like I would do that on when I was coloring with other people, you know. Live because we were talking and I wasn't even paying attention to like everything I was doing with all the little figures. I was just moving and we were talking and laughing, giggling, whatever. And then I'd look up and it's like, oh, I did all that. So kind of absent-mindedly working. So yeah, but it's not. Yeah, that's why a lot of pages I have in Kirby are not finished because when it stops being fun and I don't feel like a challenge, I ain't doing it. So, but for some reason, that snake page just propelled me. I was enjoying that. And I just says, well, it's snakes. And it says, well, under my feet. Under my feet. So you're all under my feet. If you know what I mean. What is it? There's a scripture or something. It's just I don't know. About trampling on serpents or whatever. I'm like, under my feet. My mother could not stand snakes, but then my grandmother used to pick cotton and tobacco. So she had very good reason to not like snakes. Especially in South Carolina. I wouldn't either. Yeah, so it's like sometimes when I color, I'm just not into all that. I don't want to be doing all that. I just want to put down color. I don't want to be thinking. I don't color to think. So see now, why am I? I'm just spending all this time on these flowers. I can't help it. It's like I'm propelled. When I start working, I just like I don't know. I just move, pick up whatever is at my hand, and like put it in there. And if I don't, I don't know. I don't know. Just do that. I don't do. Let's move. Just move. Fill it in. Fill it in. And I think it's because I'm more of a quiet person and I'm always looking and watching. And because I was thinking, like, why do you you do all this shading and stuff? And I think it's just because I always am looking at objects and like I don't even take pictures of people. I take pictures of objects. If I see the light falling on something a certain way, I'm like, oh. I see some two very simple things sitting somewhere, and like just however they look at that moment, they look interesting to me. I might take a picture of it. I'm just like, and I think um I think that's also part of my fascination with rooms is how it can look so different depending on the time of day and when the light is hitting on it in a certain way. And so I think I kind of have, without thinking about it, taken in the whole shading thing from that. Because I don't know where it comes from. I can't even say. I just do it. And it may not necessarily be right according to where the light's coming from. Like when that professor asked me that, and painting professor, and I just kind of looked at him like, huh? Blinking my eyes like, huh? I don't know. Up there. It's just like pointing to the lights in the ceiling. But, that wasn't what he meant. I love that professor so much. God bless him. He was so good. He wasn't a snob or anything because I wasn't an art major. And, I took his drawing class as an elective, and I asked him because I've always wanted to paint, and I asked him, I says, "Do you think I could take your painting class? You think I would be okay with that?" He goes, "Yes, sure." He was like so, and then he didn't treat me any differently than the art majors in there. He was so encouraging. I'm always talking about his ears must always be ringing all the time because I'm always talking about him to everybody because he was just such a good man. And they lost him because he wanted teaching somewhere else because they wouldn't start a I think a PhD program or something at the university, which was unfortunate. That was a big loss in my opinion because he was good at a lot of things, not just art. His theory for literature and stuff, but he got me through my literary theory class actually from the things he was telling us in art class. I was like, whoa, this was like, it was perfect. He was such a blessing. His purple's kind of smooth, like almost too smooth to really lay down color on top of here, but it's not bad though. I don't know, it's interesting. But it seems to be working, keeping the Prismacolors in line, which I'm seeing now. If you use the Prismas with another pencil, it can kind of keep them from you know, going rogue. They like to go rogue. I do kind of want to use my polychromos, but I guess I'll wait because I don't feel like getting them out and all that. It's almost like when I get a set of pencils out, I'm committed to use those until I feel like putting all of them away and then getting out another set because everything is just not readily accessible on my desk right now. But late December, I'll probably be getting that in order. I'm wondering if I should make these different colors or the same color. The same color sounds boring, but the consistency might be nice. But uh, it just sounds so boring. Although they are kind of grouped, so I could make. suggestions? Because like, before I go in and start just doing something. Yeah, they need to be kept in line. Yeah, this pencil needs to be sharpened. I don't want to wind up going rainbow on this. Is I think is my thing, but I still want to enjoy the process, and sometimes I don't enjoy the process if I'm sticking to one color. Let's see. Maybe I can have a little more self control. I had a craving today, and like I don't have what I crave because I can't think of a good place to get it from. Bad part about living where I live, your options are slim somewhat. But I also feel like I'm really picky about this thing that I want. And what I want is a crispy chicken um, salad, like lettuce salad, lettuce, tomatoes, all the veggies in there, and I want it made with crispy chicken. And I think I'm gonna wind up making it myself, but I ain't got time for all that. But I kept thinking and thinking about where to get it. It's like, well, you could go to Wendy's and ask for their crispy chicken, and I'm thinking, well, Wendy's 5 years ago versus Wendy's now. I don't know if I want to deal with that. Everything portions smaller, can't keep help. They might make it crappy, you know. So I talked myself out of that one. I was thinking about a crispy chicken salad and um a baked potato with broccoli. That's what I wanted, but I didn't think it was gonna like be made the way I want it, like the way they used to make it. So then I thought of another place in town that actually has really good salads, but they don't make them with crispy chicken. They make it with grilled chicken. I wanted crispy chicken. And so I was thinking, am I going to be one of those people that I buy one thing from one place, one thing from another place, and put it together? I'm like, that sounds like what extra large people do. Like, no offense, but I was just like, I don't feel like I should be doing that. I don't know. And McDonald's doesn't have salads anymore. I don't know that I ever tried their salad. We don't have, if Chick-fil-A has one, I don't know if they have one, but if they have one, our Chick-fil-A is about an hour away. Never been there actually. It's like, to me, Chick-fil-A is when I go to Atlanta. It's not it's not a northern thing. I get it when I go to Atlanta. That and Crystal Burgers. Oh my gosh, Crystal Burgers. Yeah, I could go for that right now. That's not really good for me. There's no vegetables in that I know of. But I'm going in this sooner rather than later. I don't know what that effect is going to be. But yeah, I really want a crispy chicken salad. So I'm thinking about how can I get that the way I want it with the least amount of effort and in the healthiest version I can get it. I don't want junk. So what I wound up eating instead, because that I couldn't think of anything, and my husband was outside on the tractor. I don't know, he's doing something. He's pulling things out of garden beds and stuff. I'm like, go for it. All right now. So I didn't want to interrupt him. Because child, he'll drive an hour away to get something that's like, bless his heart. He'll do that, but he won't give me my bathroom. I don't understand. Somebody explain it to me. I don't understand. Ah, yeah. Anyway, okay. Calm down, Linda. Um. So yeah, where was I after that meltdown? Um. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do it tomorrow. Maybe I don't know. Cause I could get like a. Yeah. See, I don't want to do that though. I guess I feel like being served or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. The chicken's got to be right. If the chicken's not right, it's like the whole thing's not right. It must be that just because I can like really eat now, that must be where that's coming from. Because yeah, like I couldn't even really eat salads before, but yeah, the teeth are moving and they're getting in their places and um, who knew? It's like I didn't even realize how much they were out of whack until. But of course, a big part of it too is I don't have any um, wire poking into my cheek. That was a big part of it. I couldn't eat because of that. So, so instead, I had some really kind of weird ramen that cost a lot of money, but I didn't realize it was going to be in packs. I thought like the Maruchan stuff, it was in packs like that. I thought it was going to be um, in some other kind of like pouch or something like that because it's kind of expensive, and I was just trying it out because they gave me some kind of deal on it. And I don't know, I don't think it's all that special. I'll never be buying it again. And it didn't taste all that good, and I had to judge it up myself, the broth, because it just was kind of meh. And it had too much sodium, so I had to kind of add more water and then judge it up with some no sodium, what do you call it, broth stuff. And then I threw some kale and spinach in it. And it did taste good, but like it's probably going to run right through me. And I just don't want to eat any garbage. But I do have apples, so I already had some apples this morning, and I had 3 slices left from it from this morning. I had that this afternoon when I got home, and some walnuts, roasted walnuts, my favorite thing. Um, I gotta think of a good snack. I shouldn't have colored that in. Why did I do that? Mm, mm. There. Let's give it its little blush back. I almost feel like I want to leave that part white or whitish. Now, I don't know if these are supposed to be filled in the way the real flour is, or if there's supposed to be a hole there. I don't even know. Hole or no hole? Hmm. I don't know. Do I want to give them like a slightly different hue, not totally different? So like blue with a little bit of purple. So they kind of look like they belong, but they don't belong, or something. We're gonna try it because I need to look at another color for a little bit. So I gotta figure out how am I gonna get this crispy chicken salad. You know, I saw some chicken at our supermarket that looked kind of good. It did look like it looks like it was crispy, but was it? And then I could get stuff to make the salad. I just don't want to work for it. Then cooking becomes a habit, and like it's been like really too busy with work for me to get in that mode. So I don't know. But I really do. I want a hunk of lettuce. I feel like I want to make up for lost time. Is that no? No, that. Okay. I almost feel like I want another blue. What's this blue? I want to add a little purple in there because there's really no really blue flower. There's very few truly blue flowers in nature, which is kind of interesting. See, I start doing this and I just lose track of time. I don't even know what time it is or how long I've been on here. Who's this one? Prussian blue. It's pretty. Okay, we're gonna go back to the prismas. Let's use amethyst. This reminds me of how the lilac, or not the lilacs, the hydrangeas look with that kind of blue with a little bit of purple in it. We have two hydrangea bushes at the side of our house, and I always throw the coffee grounds um, out the door onto them, behind them, or whatever, through them, something, because the acidity helps them to be blue when they bloom. We had them this year, they were blue until towards the end. They got kind of, now they're kind of, well, they're dying because we had, I don't know, we didn't have a hard frost, but we did have a frost, so they're kind of um, not frozen, but they kind of just they're losing their color. But it's interesting how they stay together. It's like they kind of like dry and stay together for the longest time, and they just fade in color and fade in moisture, but they stay together. The flower just stays there until they turn like, kind of like light brown, light brown basically, or almost like a kind of eggshell white. I wonder why they do that. they don't fall off. The petals don't fall, the flowers don't fall off. They just stay there until it just, we get too much snow or whatever, and then, you know. But I think even then sometimes they're still on there. It's kind of amazing. I need to look up this flower again to see what it is. To see if the middle's supposed to be filled in. Because I'm faking it. I think I need to put my glasses on for that one. It's tiny. It needs a little more definition. Definition. I don't know what color to use for that. I might go over this purple. I don't know. I really have this obsession lately with covering the black lines of things, but I can even feel it coming out with here, and it's like, no, that's not what you're doing. Cut it out. I feel like I want to learn how people do that. I mean, it's not something I would want to do all the time, but even like you could take a coloring page and make a copy of it before you color it and do one that way and do one, just have fun putting in the colors. Bring out the kitchen sink on one and then on the other one just enjoy filling in the colors. Yeah, I think I'm starting to look at coloring pages differently. It seems to be what's happening. Also, watching everybody's like journaling and journal making and trading card making and all this stuff, and it's like, I don't know, I feel stuff brewing in my head. Not brewing like ideas. I have no way. I don't know how I would even start with any of that. But brewing like, do I want to try that? Then I know, because it seems to be how I do things. Like when I say, I don't want that coloring book. I don't want that. I'm not going to do watercolors. I don't want that. I'm not using acrylic pens. I don't want that. I'm not using those pencils. And then all of a sudden I get them. I've done that way too many times to say that I'm not ever gonna um, do any of those things. And I already picked out a. I picked out a. Well, I have tons of old things, spiral notebooks and things like that around. It's like, and to me, to be able to repurpose them, to use them again, have them used for their initial use and then use them again, to me, that's like, it satisfies the other part of me that, doesn't want things to go to waste. Why buy a new, journal book or something to fill up when you have something that you can already fill up. That you're not using anymore because that planner, that year's over, no reason to save it. You could toss it in the garbage, or you can make a little piece of art thing out of it. That sentiment, kind of feels good to me. Okay, so I'm gonna leave those alone before I go too far. Hour and 21 minutes. You tell me something. Yeah. Should I do twos or should I line both of these with the blue? I think I'm gonna do that. I almost wonder if I should start instead with a Prismacolor blue, but no. Here we go. What time is it? 5:24. And yeah, I don't like these really on the first layer. They don't feel good because they're so smooth. They I don't know. I feel like I would rather have a Prismacolor go down first than these. At least a little bit of Prismacolor first. I wonder if I should try that. Let me see if I can find a blue. Let's find a blue. Can we find a blue that matches? This? Not exactly. Not exactly. I know we got one. I know we got one somewhere. Oh, I see this one. That looks good. Let's try that. Cause I'm not enjoying how that feels. And I felt a little bit like I was struggling some on that one. But I kept going because I wasn't really thinking about it consciously, but now I am. So we're going to change up. Who's that? Okay, it is on this one. Ooh, excuse me. Burp. I think I want to make this a little darker. So was it yesterday? While I was working, I watched working at home. I watched 2.5 episodes of Succession, and I think it might be on the last episode now of this last season. So Almost done with that. They are so messed up on there. It's like every single one of them. There's no one to like on there. They're all messed up. I want to see how it ends. I feel like, because this is pumpkin spice season, I feel like I need to go out and get me something pumpkin spice. Creamer or something. It's the season. Hey, Mandy. Happy Wednesday. Did you get your glasses? Ah, okay. I think I have that one too. I think it was another one that I got from thrift books. That's what I'm saying. I have enough coloring books to color in. I really shouldn't be buying no more. No more. I do have like outstanding challenge um to learn how to color in those Jasmine Beckett Griffith books. I have no idea what to do, and I don't want to color another page in there until I get an approach and know what mediums to use and all that. So I don't know when I'm ever going to color in those. Oops, I missed one for the blue. No? Can you believe this month is almost over? It seems like it just started. Okay, that's all I'm going to do with is that all I'm going to do with those for now? I don't know. What are we doing? What are we doing? I want more purple. More purple. Oh, that one I'm weird. I need allergy medicine. That's another thing with the weather changing like this. It's like goodness gracious. My nose doesn't know what to do. My eyes don't know what to do. Eyes are like scratchy. Probably need to sharpen this pencil. Okay, 3 down, 3 to go. Mm, I think I'm gonna do more purple, I guess. Oh, ooh, that goes on like it means business. This lavender. Is this a new one? Hmm, that's dangerous. It's like I'm here. I'm taking over. It's like not gonna let you. Not gonna let you. We got you. We know you now. We know how some of your Prismacolors can be. Got your number. Took a long time. Did scare the heck out of me the first time. Okay, how much is connected to these? There we go. Let's see that one. Set this. Yes. Underneath. The wee butterfly. And which do we want? This one or this one? I think I need to sharpen that. That's way too. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think these fit. Yeah, this doesn't fit in that one. I need. Where is it at? I saw it, yeah, somewhere. Maybe here though. Got the other one. How about fit in this one? I think I need to empty these pencil sharpeners. We got a whole lot of stuff in them. Okay, that'll do. I think. Looks kind of. Mouse keeps moving. This is Maria Troll Nightfall, and this is from where is it from? From 2018. I think she just had a new book come out not that long ago. But I don't have that one. I am just starting to actually like this book. I didn't really like it for a long time. And I think I got it, I actually got it used. I got this one from thrift books also. And because I wanted to see, like, what it was like. And this was like the first hardcover book I bought, to see, because I was scared of hardcover books. I was like, I can't color in that. It's like, but for some reason lately, I have been liking it, or like, I don't know, looking at it differently, and not sure why. Maybe the paper. Maybe I finally gotten used to it. Maybe I don't even know. Something just changed. Too busy trying to keep these Prismacolors in line. I think I need another purple though. I don't think this one is dark enough. I don't know if I want to break out with the Prismacolor violet though. It might be kind of scary. Oops. I think I've been on my desk somewhere. Where did I put it back? What's that? No, it's brown. Might have put it back because I keep mistaking it for brown. And it keeps messing me up. I see it and I think it's brown. I was like, oh, it's not that. Violet. It's kind of dark. Oh, Imperial Violet? What happens if I do that? Oh, it's pretty. It's different. Might have to keep this one under control too, though. Um, We'll finish this one and then I will go. Okay. Take care, Foxy. Yep, I will see ya. Yeah, I need to, my watch keeps telling me, you need to move, you need to move, you need to move. It's like, I'm not in coloring, but I do need to move. So I think, what is it? Yeah, oh my gosh, hour 40 minutes? Wow. Yeah, so after this bunch, I'm gonna head out. I'm glad I got to color something different today. I've enjoying the things I've been coloring, but I did feel like I need to do something different just for a little bit. And I thought I was going to work on a Kirby page, and that I just wasn't feeling it. Oh, you did? Okay. Uh, Da 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 da. Da 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 da. You have a brown door with neon windows. What color should you color the house? Brown door, neon what? Neon orange, neon green, neon blue, neon yellow. What neon? Which neon? Yes, I do. I actually have some, and I've been thinking like I need to use those. I like them a lot. I do like them. I need an easier way to like switch out my, what other pencils I'm using. Um, like I was saying earlier, I tend to just by default use whatever's on my desk next because I just don't. I don't feel like moving them around. Neon yellow, orange, and pink and green. So are you saying you want to choose which neon to use, or are you saying the door has all those neons on it? So brown door with neon windows. What color should you color the house? So you have all those neons in the house? The windows are those colors. Orange, pink, and green and red. Wow. And you gave it a brown door? Why did you give it a brown door? Oh. I don't know. No, the window has all the colors on it. Oh. Huh. I don't know. Cause like I just keep thinking, why is the door brown when you have the windows being those bright colors? But I can't. It's hard to say without seeing it. Um, I almost. I don't know. Cause like I almost feel like the door needs to be a different color. But that's a whole nother story. You didn't ask me that. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. But if you made it brown, well, see, I tend to mix colors too. So the thing is, brown is close to orange. So you can make the house kind orange, and then you could make the door like put some orange on the brown on the door. That's like how I kind of do things. I start blending things. Um, or I don't know. It's almost like I might make one of the house one of the neon colors. I would think. Then I would think then it wouldn't matter what color the door is, even though I was getting fixated on the door. But I think I would probably choose one of the neon colors. Just choose one of them and make that the color of the house. I think that's what I would do. Okay, I think I need to sharpen this pencil. It's kind of. I don't know why, but I'm leaning towards orange. Something about orange. I don't know. I just keep thinking orange. Because I wanted to make it regular orange. It's like something about orange. I just like when orange and brown too. I think is what kind of makes me think that. Plus, I love orange anyway. I really need to sharpen this pencil, but I am resisting for some reason, as I often do. Let's see. Do I want this pink? Oh, no, that's not what I thought I was picking up. I want this one because it's a little pinker. And that really, like, that purple really went in. Mm. You can always use, I love white Prismacolor pencils because they will blend, blend, blend. No, that's not what I have right now, but maybe some spots I can do a little dot of that and that will like change a whole lot. Oh, maybe that was what I needed. Another pencil. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to be breaking out those colors pretty soon because I kind of I miss coloring with them, and I want to see what it's like coloring with them after all the other pencils that I started coloring with recently and how they compare. And I think actually, I don't know. I think the colors might work good with the Prismas too, with keeping them in line. I think if I were to buy another budget pencil set, it probably would be colors. Other than always having a set of Crayolas on hand, because I do. I always have a set of Crayolas on hand because they are hard, hard. And sometimes you need a hard pencil. How we doing? Oh yeah, I do like them. I like them. I think they're a nice. I think they're a nice budget pencil. If it's like if I had a choice. Well, first of all, I like the brute fooners, but you can't really find those anywhere anymore. But like a second in line for me And now first, because you can't get the brute fooners, are the colors. So yeah, I do like them. Yeah, they're really, Crayolas are hard and they are waxy, and so sometimes they're good for, keeping pencils that are too, it's like you need a blend of hard pencils and soft ones, and then those ones that are in between. It's something I guess that I've learned now is that, yeah, having some of both, because it depends on what you're doing, whether you need a hard pencil or a soft pencil. Color is a nice in between pencil. Okay. I don't know what color I'm making the green. I almost feel like I need to change the cat's eyes, but I'm not gonna. Um, so that's it for me. Oh my gosh, I've almost been on here 2 hours. So I gotta get up and move. I gotta move. Um, so thank you for joining me. Nice to see all of you. And I think there are some people who come live tonight. I don't know. I always get it wrong. I'm getting better though. I'm getting better. I'm learning. I'm starting to write all this stuff down in one place so I'll know. So um, hard pencils when you want to outline, they're good for like how I used. Well, these some of these are they're harder than these are harder than, I don't recommend these by the way, but these are the price and use. Yeah, I don't recommend them, but um, they're good for keeping softer pencils in line, like working with them together. Um, So like one will do like really blendy and the other one will kind of, you can use it to kind of, well, to outline is one. If you want a kind of scratchy look on something, they're good for that. Um yeah. So I just like having some of both because you never know what it is you're trying to do with a pencil. And in this case, I'm using a harder pencil to kind of push around the extra pigment that Prismacolors tend to put down on with some of their pencils. That like this one in particular, this lavender. Where is that? That lavender was doing way too much. Where is it? Where are you? Are you hiding from me now? Because you were bad. Where is it? Where the heck is it? Now I can't find it. Anyway, that lavender pencil was really like, yeah, I'm gonna put down color. So then I got one of the Spectrum Noir pencils to put on top of it and to kind of, kind of blend with that, to kind of blend in the color that the Prismacolor had laid down. So it kept it from doing making the Prismacolor like smear. Like if I kept using the Prismacolor, I would have had way too much pigment on there and it would have smeared all over everything and all that. So yeah, that's kind of how I use them, how I've seen myself using them. So yeah. Okay. So I am gonna head out and I can run around the house a little bit. And um yeah, so I'll be about looking around on the streets for who's live and hang out in the chat and all. So thank you for joining me. Nice to see you, Taylor Made. Nice to see you, Mandy. And whoever else might be listening, nice to see you too. And have a good rest of your evening. Bye bye.